The cost of living has never been higher, and you'll have probably noticed that your food bill has gone up by quite a margin.
And the average cost for a person in the UK to do their food shop is £47.50 a week.
Well, I'm here today to save you some money, as I'll be showing you a full day of eating 3,019 calories and 165 grams of protein for just £3.97 a day.
Which is quite a lot cheaper than the average person spending £6.70 a day on food.
So sit back, relax, and after this video, you'll have some new meal ideas that won't force you to remortgage your house to eat anymore.
So the basic criteria of this video is that each meal has got to have a sufficient amount of protein intake. It obviously can't be too expensive, and lastly, each meal has got to be somewhat healthy. So let's just jump straight into it and go over the ingredients for meal number one. So for breakfast, you will need 120 grams of oats. You will need 40 grams of peanut butter, and you will also need a good old banana, preferably a better one than this because that is a little bit of a chode. And lastly, you'll need 25 grams of dark chocolate. When you are selecting your dark chocolate, I'd advise something like this at 85% and not something like this, because although it's dark chocolate, it's pretty much equivalent to a dairy milk bar. So let's make this up in 3, 2, 1. And there it is. What a little treat that is when you're on a budget.
So when doing your food shop at Aldi, the oats will set you back 8 pence, a banana will cost you 12 pence, peanut butter will cost you 16 pence, and dark chocolate will cost you 27 pence, bringing a grand total for this meal of just 63 pence.
And the macro breakdown for this meal is 114 grams of carbs, 41 grams of fats, and 30 grams of protein. My subscribers will know as well that I don't actually put the dark chocolate in the oats because I actually want to feel like I'm eating this. Because if the purpose of this dark chocolate was to make the oats taste like chocolate, I'd just use like a 0-calorie syrup. And really, the purpose of this is just to get some more healthy fats in my diet. Anyway, let's get on to the next meal and run through all the ingredients that you're going to need.
So you will need 25 grams of salad, along with 4 slices of wholemeal bread, and lastly, you'll need 4 large eggs.
So it's likely you've been able to put 2 and 2 together and realise we're making egg salad sandwiches. So in terms of cooking the eggs, what we're going to do is not use any oil, so we're not going to fry the eggs, and we're going to boil them to save on the cost. However, this meal would be a little bit dry if we didn't use any sauce, so I am going to use some light mayo, but we're not going to factor this in, because if we start factoring this in, we're going to end up factoring in things like your gas bill and other things that aren't that relevant. So I guess sauce is kind of relevant, but I'm assuming you keep sauce in your house anyway, so yeah. Okay, and there is the final product, the egg and salad sandwich, and I've not got too much to say about it, to be honest. It's just what you expect, so there you go.
So in terms of the cost for this meal, 4 large eggs will cost you 76 pence, 4 slices of wholemeal bread will cost you 14 pence, and 25 grams of salad will cost you 12 pence, bringing a total of £1.2p for this meal. And in regards to the macros for this meal, we've got 40 grams of carbs, 21 grams of fats, and 37 grams of protein.
So what we're going to do is save the biggest meal for the back end of the day, and for now we're just going to have a light snack. So what we're going to need is 300 grams of Greek yogurt, and we're also going to need 15 grams of whey protein, which is half a scoop. We can't just be chucking in full scoops of protein when we're on a budget. And finally, we need to add something that's going to offer a bit more micronutrient value, so we're going to go with an apple. And the reason we went for an apple rather than a different fruit is just because they don't cost a lot of money.
So the price breakdown for this meal, 300 grams of Greek yogurt will cost you 42 pence, 15 grams of whey protein will cost you 36 pence, and 1 apple will cost you 12 pence, bringing a total of 90 pence for the meal.
So macros for this meal, we've got 51 grams of carbs, just 2 grams of fat, and 31 grams of protein. This meal is only 342 calories, so if you're somebody that's dieting at the minute and needs a high protein, low calorie meal, look no further. Now it's time for the best meal of the day. It's time for the carbs. So for this meal, we are going to need 200 grams of pasta, and that is the raw weight. And yes, you heard that right, 200 grams of pasta. We're going to need 1 tin of tuna, 200 grams of mixed vegetables, and lastly, you'll need some sauce to go with your pasta, and 30 grams of cheese.
So for this meal, the pasta is going to cost us 16 pence, the sauce is going to cost us 15 pence, the tuna is going to cost us 67 pence, and the cheese is going to cost us 20 pence, and finally the veg is going to cost us 21 pence, bringing a grand total of £1.39 for this meal. In terms of the macros for this meal is 173 grams of carbs, 19 grams of fats, and 65 grams of protein.
I mean, who wouldn't like this meal? A massive plate full of pasta. Now, I wouldn't normally have this much pasta with my meals, but the cost of pasta doesn't cost a lot, and it's an easy way for us to get up to 3,000 calories without spending a lot of money. Oh mate, that was the beauty, look at that, all gone. It was a big plate of food, but pasta isn't hard to get down. So the macros for this full day of budget eating is 380 grams of carbs, 84 grams of fats, and 165 grams of protein for just £3.97 for the day. And guess what? I could do this full day of eating even cheaper. I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve, so I'm gonna make another video like this at a lower cost. Anyway, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because chances are if you've made it this far, you couldn't have found the video too bad. But yeah, drop the video a like, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Keep your eyes peeled for more videos like this. I've got a lot more coming. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'm out. See you later.